Hello e-scooter friends, welcome to another video of WMA here on YouTube. Thanks again for switching in as you already seen in the thumbnail, in this video I'm going to show you how you can bring your ZT3 to a top speed of 40 kilometers per hour, and you also can activate like a zero start or a cruise control. So before we start with the video, there's one point I want to clarify. I already uploaded the video, deleted it afterwards because the patch and the hack that I'm going to show you in this video is not developed from my side. And I didn't mention this in the first video, because I thought that the person behind it probably wants to stay anonymous. Now a lot of people told me that the person wants to be named, and of course respect for this. I'm very happy about this hack, and I'm more than happy that I can show it in my video. So the guy who invented it is called on Discord Encyptize. Hopefully I said the name correct. I will of course put it down in the video description so that everybody sees who developed it. From my side, big thanks. I'm very happy about this hack. And yeah, I would say we continue with the video. Let's go. Let us first start with the other options that have been promised before, but nothing of that works. And I can just tell you before. There were like a lot of input about the VPN change to another location to switch. That only works with the China version, not with the D version or the E version. So you don't need to try it. It will not work. And as you see in a lot of comments in the online, it did not work before. So the second option is there are a lot of people that say you can change the controller. Changing the controller doesn't make sense in any way, because at the ZT3 your serial number is not programmed to the controller directly. It is saved in the dashboard. So you need to change the dashboard to tune your scooter. So just buying a controller like you did before, like for example with the G2, doesn't work anymore. Changing the dashboard can work, but to be honest, you will never know what kind of dashboard you get, because a lot of the sellers don't know what they sell. And for my example, I also bought a dashboard to just give it a try, and I got one with the E version. So at least the scooter could have gone like 25 kilometers per hour, but it occurred like an error code 35. That means like the serial number of the dashboard doesn't match the controller, so it's not usable and doesn't make sense to spend this money. And the option I'm going to show you now is like very easy, and you only need to spend like 2 to 10 euros for an ST-Link. Looks like this. A USB adapter with 4 cables you can buy. I will put the link down on the video, so you can buy it directly on Amazon, probably delivered tomorrow or the next day. And that is everything you need to do this tune. And you also need some time between 15 to 30 minutes. And I will show you now what you will need to do. We have to remove the dashboard, and then we pin the ST-Link to the computer. You also need a computer. And then you will download a file. I will make a QR code over here so you can have a scan. Or I will also put the link to the file in the video description, so you have to download this. So as I already said, we will take the dashboard, you will put in the ST-Link to the pins. I will show you in the video how to do that. And then you plug it into the computer. You open the file, you first have to extract it, and then you need to click 4 different files in a certain way, as I will show it to you. And also you can put the picture over here so that you see the manual how to do it. And then you can change the serial number automatically. And after this, you just need to plug the dashboard back into the scooter, connect it again with the Ninebot app, and then you can use 40 kilometers per hour, zero start, and also the cruise control. Very important, before you start, you have to delete the scooter in your current Ninebot app. You have to delete it, because if you don't do so and you do the tune, you will not be able to use the app afterwards. So just be aware of that. And from the other side, everything we do change now will cause that you lose the warranty, the scooter will not be street legal anymore, and you're not allowed to ride the scooter on the official streets, only on private ground. That should be said. I guess like everybody's thinking about tuning should be aware of this, but I just wanted to mention it. And at this point, I would be more than happy if you leave a thumbs up, put a sub to the channel. Let me know down in the comments below, what are your thoughts about this? What are your questions? I'm always more than happy to hear from you. And at this point, I would say we start with the video right now. Let's go. So now we can give it a start. I already removed the cover, but I will show you now what you need to do. Original, there's this cover mounted from below, and you need to open these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 screws, and these 2 are hidden behind this rubber, so then you can remove this cover. And you also, on this side, there's another cover. You also need to remove that one. There's also 2 screws, so pretty easy. And then you're already able to access the 2 screws below here. And you can also do that when you demounted the handlebar before. what I would recommend to do, because it's way easier. So you just need to open the 4 screws on the handlebar, and to remove the handlebar you have to remove the brake cables. If they are too stiff, just open the screws on the brake calipers, makes it way easier, and then you can just pull the lever, put it out, and at this point you can just push up the handlebar, remove this plug. Now you're ready to go with the handlebar. And now we need to remove these 2 screws, because we have to access 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 screws that hold the dashboard cover, and this one we also need to remove because we need to access the pins, and that is everything we have to do the tune. So now we have the handlebar, we just turn it around and start by loosening these 2 screws. So now you can remove the display cover. Now we need to access the right 4 points with the ST-Link to do the flash. Now we'll show you now how in detail how it works. The 4 points over here, you take the ST-Link, and then you see we need CLK, DIO, GND, and 3.3 volts. You just put the cables in there. Original, there are like metal clips at the end. I just cut them off and shorten them to this size. And now you need to just take it as it's written on here. So you see CLK. CLK is the right hole. So you go with the cable to the right hole. Then you can just hold it with your thumb. Then you take the next cable. So it should be the CLK. You go to the next hole. And then you also take ground and 3.3, you put them in there, hold it with your thumb, and then you can plug it into your computer. And I will now show you here the file and the manual. You will take the file as I already showed it to you, the ZT3 scripts. You first need to extract it, and then you plug the ST-Link into your computer, and now you run what I tell you, these 4 steps. First, you start by clicking on dump RAM. Let it run. There will be like a black field opening. Let it run for 2 or 3 seconds until it's done. Close it. Next, you click on dump memory. Also let it run 2 or 3 seconds. Close the window. And then you will see there will be 2 new files. One of the files will be called RAM ZT3 Pro dumped.bin, and a second one memory ZT3 Pro.bin. And if these files, if you see them, just leave them there. Next is you will click on change SN to US. Also let it run, takes also 2 to 3 seconds, and then you will see serial number successfully changed. If that is the case, also close the window, and then you will click on flash memory, also 2 or 3 seconds, let it run, close the window, and now we're already finally set. You can remove the ST-Link, and you can again mount the dashboard, and then we can already put it back into the scooter. So now we're already back. Now you only need to put back the cover, just screw everything ready, and then we can directly connect the cable, the data cable. Please be careful. You see here there are 2 arrows. They need to match each other, because otherwise you will break the pins. Now you can normally switch on your scooter as you know it. Just hold the button. There you see nothing changed. Now you will open the original Segway Ninebot app. I will just share my screen with you. I already added the scooter, but I will show you how it works. You deleted it before. If you did not, you will have the problem now that you cannot add it. But as I said, hopefully you did it. Then you will go to add device, just like search device, and then you can add the scooter like it is new. And now you will see that you probably had like 1K1E or 1K1DA. Now it's changed to U. U is the highest zero number you can get. It's the American version that has a top speed of 40 kilometers per hour. Then select the scooter. Now you see it already says one new firmware update found. I will not do that. I can also not recommend do the updates, because it always can occur that the tune will not work anymore. So now we can go directly to the settings, and then you will see, hopefully you don't mind that it is German, but I will try to translate. The first is a locking function, you know from before. The next one is alarm. You also know Find My, the automatic switch off, traction control, parking on a hill. everything like you probably known before. Now we come to the interesting part. Now you can set up the speed limits. And now you see already D is set up to 25 and now S 40 kilometers per hour. So it worked. Now you can also see you can always switch it back and forth, and you also can activate the boost function if you want to. And a lot of people also ask, is it possible to have a zero start? Yes, you can. You can just switch it to 0, and then you will see the display screen will now switch into P, means like parking. So before driving, you need to pull the brake lever to get the scooter ready, and then you can give it a start. And then you have also priority of the brake. Very cool feature if you want to do wheelies. I can highly recommend that. Then you have like the configuration for this button. For some of you it might be red, in my one it's black. And everything else is like it is before. Now some of you might say, oh, there is no cruise control as you promised. Yes, it is not shown in the app, but it actually works. So I would now show it to you so we can give it a start. Pull the brake lever. Now we'll first test if it goes to 40. And there you see you have 40 kilometers per hour, and it works so easy and it has a good amount of power. When we now go to, for example, 20, put the mode button for 3 seconds, and there you see cruise control is activated. So it is that simple. To deactivate, just pull the brake lever and we're back to 0. We can now also switch to, for example, to D, and there it should go like exactly 25. So you've seen the tune is very easy, and I guess like also to do for everybody, and also so cheap with the 5 to 10 euros for the ST-Link. And this is like a shout out to Scooter Hacking. Thank you very much for this work, amazing. And at this point I would be very happy if you leave a thumbs up, put me down a sub to the channel, and also write me down your comments. What are your thoughts about this video? Do you have any questions? Just let me know, always more than happy to hear from you. And at this point I would say thank you very much for watching this video. See you in the next one. Bye.